Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back. I hope you all are having an amazing day thus far. Today, as you can tell by our title, we are going to be focusing on what is most important for you to hear right now. So with that, we have pile 1 with our ice, pile 2 with the bench, pile 3 with the key, and pile number 4 with the snail. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you're free to pause today's video, stop, meditate, figure out which one is calling to you most. And once you figure that out, you guys can go ahead and check out my description box where I've left everybody timestamps for when the reading will start. And with that, you guys, I will just see you in the reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. We are going to start off, as always, you guys, with our zodiac dice. We have Capricorn, just Capricorn. Hello, Cappy, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Aries and Virgo. We have Leo and Gemini. Hello, Sun, Moon, Rising. If your sign did not pop up, that is completely and totally okay. The dice are extra. It's dessert. It's just confirmation, or extra confirmation, I should say. As always, if you guys do want a personal reading, I have those available on the 1st of every month. And the link to that is in my description box. Okay. Can we please get a message for group 1 on what they need to hear most? Okay. So the first 2 cards we have here, group 1, is ice, stagnation, and the sunflower, admiration. So I'm almost feeling like the message you guys need to hear most is essentially the fact that your hard work is being noticed by other people. Your beauty is noticed by other people. Your intelligence is noticed by others. And I feel like for a lot of you, you have this goal in mind, or you have this idea of what your end project or your end goal, again, is. And perhaps you're not moving as fast as you want to move. Perhaps you're not seeing as much progress as you want to see in the gym. Perhaps you're not seeing as much progress as you want to see academically or professionally. Or perhaps in your journey as a parent, you're not seeing the progress you want to see. But the people around you are witnessing that. The people around you are witnessing the progress that you're making. And I believe that this message so far is starting off as like, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break, be kinder to yourself, and know that just because perhaps you're not seeing a difference or you're not making the progress that you're wanting to make right this second, that doesn't mean that you are completely stalled, right? The fact that we have this stagnation, yes, things are moving slowly, but things are still moving. And there is admiration for the work, the effort, the time that you are giving to your goals. Okay. With that, I do want to go ahead and get some astrology cards, and then we will move on to some tarot. What does group... Some of you guys are really worried about your finances, and I want you to know that things are going to be okay. Again, it may take a while for things to be okay in the way that you are wanting them to be. But things will be okay. The second house is the house of money. It's also the house of assets. So for those of you who are looking to acquire assets such as a house or stocks, things like this, perhaps there is still a bit more time where you're needing to save or you're needing to prep to make those larger purchases. And I just want you to know that like your hard work is not in vain. You will have the ability to acquire these assets. And for those of you where that is not yet in your vision, perhaps you are more so focused on maintaining stability financially or obtaining more financial stability. And what I would say with this is, again, it's coming. It may feel like it's going to take a long time or longer than what you're wanting, but it is coming. The reason I feel confident in saying that is because Jupiter is also here. Jupiter is the planet of luck. It's the planet of abundance, as you guys can see right here. And it's also the planet of growth and expansion. So some people are going to grow faster than others, and that's completely okay, you guys. You don't need to be hard on yourself because you're not, again, seeing the results that you want right this second, but you are growing, you are expanding. I do think that for a lot of you, again, there are fears around your finances. Things are going to be okay. Now, I say that not to encourage anyone to act recklessly. Oftentimes, I think that sometimes people hear messages and then they go, okay, I can do whatever I want because regardless of what I do, things are going to be okay. Wrong. Your actions very much matter. So do not take this as a sign for you to go recklessly spend your money or for you to try to purchase a house that is far out of your budget, right? Or whatever it may be. Be responsible, be reasonable with what it is that you are requesting or working towards. Can I get a message? We have the Ace of Swords, potential new information coming in for you guys. Group number 1. Can I have a message? Okay, so we have breakthroughs here. We have breakthroughs, hard work, a lot of hard work. And then I'll speak about him in a moment. But going over these cards first, Ace of Swords, there is a breakthrough. I am appreciating this breakthrough because we started the reading off with this ice, the stagnation, right? So this is again representing the fact that you guys are indeed going to be experiencing a breakthrough. The Seven of Pentacles tells us that you are going to have to work for this. This is not going to just come to you. This is not going to just fall into your lap. You have to get up. You have to put in effort. You have to put in time. You are being supported, but you have to put in some work. The King of Wands is very interesting to me as well because he is representing passion, attractiveness, aesthetic, being very social. So perhaps your social life is improving or expanding. We do also have romance showing up for you or romantic offers. Now, I want to say this, you guys, especially for those of you in a relationship, this romantic offer could be seen as an engagement. This romantic offer could potentially be seen as a surprise from your partner, potentially going on a trip with your partner or something like that. But overall with the King of Wands and the Knight of Cups, I see this as your personal relationships improving, becoming stronger. And for those of you where you feel like you've been lacking passion or excitement in your life, I do think you're going to be experiencing an increase in that as well. Okay. So with that out of the way, we are going to go ahead and move on to our next deck. Can we get some, okay. That was not meant to come out, you guys. I did that on accident, but I will keep it here and read it for you in just a moment. We have Keepers of the Earth. You're not alone. Ancestors, ancient ancestors stand beside you. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Again, I do believe that there are quite a few people who've picked this pile where you are incredibly hard on yourself. You're incredibly hard on yourself, and perhaps you are overthinking, and your overthinking is preventing you or holding you back from being able to make clear decisions or from being able to appreciate how far you have come in your journey. We have the initiation here. This is a rite of passage and crossing the threshold. Okay. So, the thing about this card, obviously this card is a bit heavier. It's dark, it's spooky, it's a little scary, right? This is the initiation process. We have to get through the bad in order to go and experience the good. So I am seeing this initiation as potentially dealing with a bit of a struggle, dealing with stress, dealing with an environment that you perhaps aren't in love with, or you don't want that to be your final destination in regards to where you're living or where you're working or your relationship, right? It's okay for you to be in this stage in your life where things don't look pretty or things don't look how you ultimately want them to turn out. That doesn't mean that you just sit down and give up. You have to keep walking through. You have to keep moving forward in order to get through this rite of passage, in order for you to get through this threshold, right? You have to keep moving. And then we have Trust the Neagle. What is the neagling feeling trying to tell you? This is a card representing your intuition and calling for you to trust, rely on. And I struggle with this sometimes, you guys, because I receive a lot of messages from people who are, and I mean this not in a rude way at all, but people who very obviously do perhaps need a professional guide to help them. And it does concern me giving the message of trust your intuition, trust your inner knowing, right? Because I am aware that there are so many people who are perhaps not in the best state of mind. So if you are healthy, okay, if you are of healthy mind, body, spirit, trust your intuition, okay? If you are aware, and that's the other thing, right? Oftentimes people who are not well are not aware that they are not well. So I struggle with this. All I can say with this card is if you are healthy, body, mind, spirit, trust your intuition. Okay. With that, I do want to get a unicorn card for you guys and then wrap it up. These are going to be quite short readings for all of the piles. What does a rebirth? Okay, so reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. Beautiful. So I believe that this new reality that you guys are creating is a reality in which your personal relationships are more fulfilling, potentially more passionate or exciting. The main message I feel as well, you guys, is the goal that you're working towards. Again, you're seeing very little or slow progress. That is okay. And that is not a reason to give up. That's not a reason to lay over or to lie over. There is growth. There is support for you financially, not without effort, not without a lot of effort. The Seven of Pentacles, I will restate one more time, is putting in a tremendous amount of muscle power, of time, of energy into creating a fruitful harvest. So you have to show up for yourself and you can't give up just because you're seeing slow progress. You have to keep going. Again, this is going to apply for those of you who are trying to grow a business or trying to create more financial freedom for yourself through what you're doing professionally. This is going to apply for those of you who are expanding upon your education. You have to keep going. I know you're tired. I know you're exhausted. You have to keep going. There is progress being made. You just may not have the ability to see that right now. People who are working out, who are trying to get healthier, who are trying to bulk or cut or whatever. For those of you who are wanting to expand your personal relationships, you have to keep going. You have to keep showing up for those relationships. This rebirth is promised, but you have to participate in the birth process. So that is what I have for you guys, group number 1. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you today. I really do appreciate it. I hope that this message was helpful. I'm sending you an abundance of love. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and that is all I have. So, bye. Hello, group 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. We are going to start with our zodiac dice as always. Virgo and Cancer. Hello, Virgo. Hello, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising. Aquarius and Aries. I will do one more. Sagittarius. Hello, Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. Can we please get a message for group number 2 regarding what they need to hear most? As always, you guys, if you do want a personal reading, check out the description box on the 1st of every month. Can I please get... Okay. So, we have a passage with a pathway, the bench, which is assess, and the rose is promise. So I almost feel like you guys are at a point in your journey where you are tired or where you're feeling depleted. And there is this like, ooh, I don't know if I have the energy to keep going, or I don't know if I have the energy, or is what I'm doing right now worth it, right? Is the journey that I'm on worth everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm putting into this journey, this goal, whatever it is, you guys. For some of you, this is going to be your relationship, your romantic relationship. For others of you, this could be right? Being a parent and raising your kids, and like, is this worth it? Like, am I doing a good job? For some of you, it's school, work, etc., fill in the blank, whatever it is. There is this feeling of like, ooh, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or if what I'm doing is actually working. I do feel like there is a promise of progression here. Now, that progression could be good, that progression could be bad. So I am not going to promise you guys anything positive from this promise. But what I will say is that there is progression. So I do think it's incredibly important that you guys continue to move forward. I do think it's incredibly important that you guys give yourself permission to rest, give yourself permission to assess the things in your life that you can do better, or the things in your life that you would like to change or improve upon. Can I get a message for group? Whoa, okay. Quite a lot. I almost want to reshuffle that, guys, because it feels like a lot, but I'll keep it here, I guess. We have Libra, Aries, the 11th house of friendship, Yod, destiny, and the Grand Cross provoker. Okay. So balance is important. Again, you guys, don't deplete yourself of energy. It's completely and totally pointless to run yourself dry or to bleed yourself dry. It's completely pointless. It's going to put you further behind than if you were to just rest and regenerate or replenish yourself. Especially for those of you who are currently pursuing your education. I feel like there are so many who pick this pile where you're staying up super, super late, and then you're going and you're taking a test, or you're trying to take notes from your lecture, and it's like your brain is not operating the way that it could if you just, right, like studied for a reasonable amount of time and then rested or slept. Aries is, again, that motivation or that promise of like, keep going, don't stop, don't give up. The 11th house of friendship. The 11th house is also connected to social media, you guys. So I don't know if that is involved with any of you and your goals. That's very possible. But this is community, network, friendship. So I'm not sure what is expanding or what you're moving forward with your friends, but that could be playing a really big role in what you're currently stressed about or what you're currently needing to assess. What I will say with that, if you're reevaluating your personal relationships, whether they're romantic or platonic, I will say it may be beneficial for you to take a step back. It may be beneficial for you to take a week or 2 weeks to calm down, or to try to see the other person's perspective, or even just to ask yourself, like, is this a relationship that I want to be rid of? Is this a connection that is no longer serving me? And there is no right or wrong answer here, you guys, right? Like, only you can determine what is right and wrong for you. Can I please get a message for group? Okay. So we do have abundance here twice. And okay, financial hardship. I love the way these cards are coming out, you guys. So a lot of you may be experiencing financial hardship at this time, or financial struggles. For others of you, this is going to be a feeling of isolation or a feeling of loneliness. Whatever your struggle is, again, whether it's financial or that feeling of loneliness, I do think, again, things are improving. Unfortunately for you guys, group number 2, I feel like this is going to take quite a journey, or a long time for you to get to a point where you're like, okay, I feel financially successful, or I feel seated or planted within my personal relationships. The reason I'm feeling like this is going to take a long time is because we have that message of the passage, right? So it does feel like we have a bit of a journey left to go before we reach a state of true balance or peace or happiness within what it is that we are struggling with. Again, whether it's financial or personal relationships. Okay. Can I please get a message? Okay, so I'll read these two first. Also, if you are not a Christian, that is totally fine. You can reword this however you would like. I'm just going to read the card as it's showing up. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundation, divine plan. Okay. Again, I want you guys to apply this to whatever spiritual or religious belief you personally have, right? I have my own separate spiritual beliefs, not connected to this, obviously. So what I take from this card is essentially like trust that things are working out, or believe, maybe not trust, because this isn't talking about trust, but this is talking about having a belief that things are working out for your benefit. That right now, maybe you're struggling. Maybe, again, you're feeling incredibly isolated, or you're feeling stressed financially. We are laying the foundations right now for better behavior, better habits, better perspectives on money, on friendship, on relationships, right? Now is a good time to lay the seeds that you are wanting to harvest later. And then we have the pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. I essentially read that as like remaining optimistic. Be a pillar of light. If you're wanting to attract light, you guys, if any of you were to ask me my spiritual beliefs, I would not tell you. But what I would tell you is essentially, I believe in this so strongly that we attract what we are radiating. That the universe is a mirror, and whatever it is that we are projecting outward, we are going to receive back. So if I can give you one piece of advice out of all of my readings, right, it would be to exhibit, to become the energy, the person that you are wanting to attract. Become the person that is successful. Become the person who, how do you do that, right? Is somebody who makes X amount of money, fill in the blank, whatever. Are they going to be the type of person who spends their money on Amazon or Target? Or are they going to be the type of person who invests their money? Are they going to be the type of person to put a budget aside for what they can spend, or what they want to invest, what they need for bills, what they need for this, what they need for that? Become the person, adopt habits that resonate, or that you feel may resonate with the type of person you are wanting to be. Same thing with your relationships, right? Like if you're wanting to be the type of person who's in a loving, healthy, happy relationship, are you a loving, healthy, happy person? Right? Become that. Okay, beautiful, amazing. And then we have Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. I will say this, I know that there are men who watch the readings as well. Unfortunately, I do feel like this card is strictly for the women here. Having female relationships, having relationships with other women is so incredibly important, you guys. And if you feel as if you are missing out on strong female friendship, I really, really want to encourage you guys to seek that, to find that. And I know some of you have had bad experiences with female relationships in the past. But I promise you, like, there is nothing better or nothing more grounding than having healthy, strong, grounded women around you. So I do think that message is going to be important for a lot of you, specifically for those of you who are struggling with your personal relationships. Again, whether it's your romantic relationships or whether it's with your friendships, seeking out more healthy, grounded, stable women is going to be incredibly, incredibly beneficial for you. Okay. Again, I don't think I have very much time to go into all of that because we are almost at the point where I want to stop the reading. But this will benefit both, again, your platonic relationships and your romantic relationships. Can I get a message? We have hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. I do feel like oftentimes we don't have the ability to see how dark things have gotten until we are out of the darkness, or we don't have the ability to see how good things can get until, right, we're in a bad situation. So I want you guys to remain as positive as you possibly can, regardless of your circumstances. I'm not encouraging any of you to be delusional or to be reckless, but I do want to encourage you guys to remain hopeful that the worst is behind you, and that moving forward we are focused on healing. We are focused on adopting healthy, better, more productive habits. We have leadership here as well. Step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. So you guys may find a lot of power within yourself by empowering other people, by boosting up other people, by protecting other people, by helping other people. Ultimately, what I think you guys need to hear is that it's okay to take a break. Number one, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to sit down and to reassess your relationships, your finances, your education, your this, your that, whatever. It's okay to sit down and reassess, reevaluate what you're doing, reevaluate where you're headed, and ask yourself, is this what I want? Is this the type of people I want in my life? Is this the type of person I want to be with? Is this the type of career that's making me happy? And it is okay if the answer is no. It is okay if the answer is yes. I do think it's important, though, for this group specifically to sit down, to digest that question, and to move forward in accordance to what you want your life to look like moving forward. I do think it's important for you guys, despite the things that have taken place, despite the struggles that you may have experienced, it's important to remain positive, to remain hopeful moving forward, okay? Okay. So that is what I have for you guys, group number 2. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. I'm sending you guys so much love. I do hope this was helpful, and that is all I've got. So, bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. I hope everybody watching is doing well. I hope you guys are all taking care of yourselves. Okay, we're gonna start off as always with our zodiac dice. We have Virgo and Scorpio. Hello, Virgo. Hello, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising. Cancer and Taurus. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. One more. Virgo. Hello, hello. Okay, you guys. As always, if you want a personal reading, check those out in the description box. I restock them on the 1st of the month. They usually sell out pretty quickly, and then I'll do like a mini restock after that. But if you want them, you gotta get there quick. Okay. Can I get... Ooh, okay. I want to leave that one as a surprise. So we have the hammer and we have the butterfly of transformation. And then we have the key. Ooh. So this is talking about you guys forging your own path. This is trying to accomplish something that is not easy to accomplish, trying to accomplish something that is considered rather difficult, or that's going to require a lot of effort, a lot of physical effort, perhaps mental effort for some of you. The key is talking about having the ability to open new doors, having the ability to perhaps visit new places or to expand your current reality, expand your current 4 walls, right? The butterfly is change and transformation. So for some of you, this is quite literally talking about you moving into a new flat, a new apartment, a new place of residence, a new home. For others of you, you could be making improvements or expanding your current home. And for the rest of you, this is going to be quite literally like metaphoric, right? Like we are forging our own path. We're working really hard. We're putting in a lot of effort. And through that effort, we're able to open new doors. We're able to transform, to change, to experience something new. I think what I want to do is get one more. What does group... A mountain. So there is a challenge. There is a challenge ahead for you, group 3. Okay. Can we... Perfect. Chiron. Oh no. Okay. So Chiron is the wounded healer, you guys. This is essentially, imagine this as a person who's experienced trauma, a significant wound that perhaps may never heal. Obviously an internal wound that perhaps may never heal. This person then dedicates their life to going around and helping other people. And although I do think that there are issues with the energy of Chiron, I also think that it is a really powerful message of when you are broken, when you are traumatized, it is incredibly, or it can be incredibly helpful to then help others who are traumatized, who are struggling, who are in need. That could be a very healing experience for you. But ultimately what Chiron is representing for the masses is healing taking place. Now, this could be healing, again, emotionally, mentally. This could also be healing taking place with your finances. This could be healing taking place with your body, right? We have Pluto, which is the planet of death. It's also transformation, you guys. Can I get one more? Oh, okay. I'm going to accept these two, you guys. I'm going to put these two back because I do feel like that was quite a lot. Okay. Stability, letting go. Oh, I think we should do it like that. That feels more fluid. Okay. So, South Node. This is talking about things we have to let go of, things we have to move on from, something that is perhaps holding you back or preventing you from reaching your highest potential. And then the earth element is truly just stability, right? It's stability, it's feeling strong, it's feeling grounded. And going back to the mountain really quick, you guys, one of my favorite meditations to do essentially is on your root center point. And there is so much mention of being a mountain, feeling like a mountain. I am a mountain. And that is just bringing me back to this. So again, perhaps what the earth element is representing is through this healing, you are gaining so much more stability. You are gaining this feeling of being unmovable or being as strong or as capable as a mountain. I do, unfortunately, you guys, I believe that there's a bit of a purge that you guys are going to be experiencing. This purge is making room for you to forge a new path, okay? This purge or this removal of toxicity is creating more room for you to create your own path and then therefore open new doors. This isn't surprising to me based on the fact that we have the butterfly here, the butterfly representing transformation. I do believe that oftentimes people have this deep desire for their life to transform, for their life to grow or expand. And I oftentimes think that it's overlooked the fact that in order to grow or to expand, you have to go through the process of the butterfly, right? You have to completely liquefy yourself, change your form completely in order to reemerge as the butterfly. That process is uncomfortable, or at least I can imagine it to be uncomfortable. Going through transformation for the better even can be uncomfortable. So I want you guys to remember that you guys are moving forward in a really positive direction, but as you are moving forward in this positive direction, it may feel uncomfortable at times, or it may feel challenging at times. Can we please get, yeah. Okay. So we have the Chariot here. We also have the 9 of Wands. You are incredibly tough, group number 3, and you need to know that. You need to know that you are so freaking strong. The challenges ahead are 100% within your capability to handle. That may not feel comforting for some of you who pick this pile. Some of you guys may feel exhausted or tired when it comes to, right, being strong or overcoming obstacles. But I want you guys to know that you can handle it, that you are strong enough to handle it. And in pushing through this, there is a reward. In pushing through this, there is something that you gain from this experience. The 9 of Wands is representing having your walls up. Now, I think the message I want to tell you guys with this, usually I see this as like, okay, like maybe we should bring our walls down, or maybe we should be more cognizant of the fact that people can't emotionally attach to us if we just have our walls up, right? However, for you guys, during this healing process, during this forging of a new life, I think it's incredibly important that you protect your peace. I hate saying this, you guys, it's going to be so corny, but if something cost you your peace, if someone is costing you your peace, they are too expensive. That goes for relationships, platonic, romantic, work, family members, etc., go down the list, everyone. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Do not give any ground here, you guys, okay? I want you guys to know that it's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to have boundaries. And I feel the need to say this because we have Chiron here, which tells me that you guys have experienced deep pain, deep wounds. You don't have to apologize for then protecting yourself moving forward, okay? Can I get success? Okay, see, boom, I knew it. I knew it, you guys. There was nothing here representing your success or your end goal and the outcome of your forge or the outcome of what will be revealed with the key. I'm sorry, you guys. My throat is so dry. I've been nonstop speaking for like the past hour and a half and I need some water. But the Six of Wands, you guys are going to be successful. This is a victory. So I want you to know, as you are forging this new life, as you are creating this new path, you are going to be victorious. You are going to get where you're wanting to go. Okay. I haven't pulled this deck for any other pile yet, but I want to pull it for you guys. Can I get... Yeah, beautiful. Perfect. I knew it. Period. This is worth it, you guys. The suffering that you are experiencing or that you have experienced ultimately is going to be worth it. And I know that that sucks. I know that's not nice or fun to hear. It's like, oh, like I shouldn't have to suffer. I agree with you. I do not disagree with you at all. You shouldn't have to suffer. But the fact that you have suffered, you are not suffering in vain. You have not had to go through all of this. You have not had to climb this mountain for no reason. There's a reason behind it. There's a purpose behind it. And you are going to receive your victory. There is a great fortune waiting for you. Whether this is money, whether this is love, whether this is just a peaceful life, I don't know, but I know that it's going to be worth it. Can I have a message? Okay. There is this desire, this longing for home. Okay, so with this, again, for those of you where you are looking for a new place to reside, I do believe that is going to be taking place for you guys. Again, it may be a little bit more strenuous than you were originally wanting or anticipating. We have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. I think it's so important for everybody to get outside. We spend way too much as a society, as a human race. We need to be outside more, okay? We are supposed to be outside more. I know for a lot of us, it's cold right now. I know for a lot of us, it's freezing and it's not fun going outside and we work late and we have to do this and that and blah, 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 and family and friends and kids and this and yeah, but you need to go outside. This is going to help immensely with this process, being grounded, having a sense of stability. I want, if you guys are the type to meditate, if you are someone who's open to meditation, I want you guys to really focus on your root and meditate on your root. Meditate on that feeling of being grounded into the earth, okay? And then we have your guidance is divinely guided, okay? With that, I do want to get you guys a unicorn card before I let you go. Can we please get one last message? So we have Goddess. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. It's incredibly important that you are loving yourself throughout this process. It's incredibly important that you are treating yourself as sacred throughout this process, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever. It's important that you love yourself and that you are kind to yourself and that you are understanding that you are just a human and you can't do everything and sometimes you're going to make mistakes and that's okay. I want you to honor all that is you. Okay, group 3. And then we have polarity. This is integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. You guys, this makes life so much simpler. People who can accept the fact that there is not always going to be like happiness and positivity and light and this and that and fra la 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 la, like that quite literally is not reality for anyone. Like there are struggles there, right? Everyone experiences struggle, hardship, sadness, heartbreak, this, that, negativity. Understand that it's not just happening to you. You are not alone and it's okay. There's something that you can take from the darkness. There's something positive you can take from negative experiences. Don't allow your suffering or your trauma or your bad experiences with this or with that to leave you depleted. Take something from those experiences. Take something from those people. Learn from what the negativity has brought into your life, okay? So that is what I have for you guys, group number 3. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you. It was a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and that is all I've got. So, bye. Hello, Group 4. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off, as always, with the Zodiac dice. We have Cancer. Just Cancer. Scorpio and Capricorn. And Capricorn again. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, if your sign did not pop up, that is completely okay, you guys. The dice are extra. It's dessert. With that, if you do want a personal reading, check out the description box. Around the first of the month is usually when I have a restock. All right, getting into it. What does group number 4 need to hear? What do they need to know? What is most important? This is very similar to group 1. I want one more. Oh, okay, hold on. You guys got the lobster. Inner growth. Okay. So obviously the message for you guys, group number 4, is that there is a lot of inner growth that is either about to take place or currently taking place for you. I am also seeing this as there are things in your life that are progressing, but again, progressing very slowly. You guys may have been attracted to pile number 1 because this is essentially the same message. The blindfold is representing things that we can't see, and the snail is persistent. So it's like maybe you're not noticing the progression or the improvements that you're making, but the improvements are in fact being made. So with that, let's hope that the astrology cards can bring us a little bit more. Can I please get a message on what group number 4 needs to hear most right now? What does... Oh, this is very similar to group 1. I would not be at all surprised if you guys were also drawn to group 1. Okay, so a part of fortune increase, 10th house, the world, and Mercury, the mind. So for those of you who are currently receiving your education, or you've been pondering whether or not you should go and continue your education, the answer to that is yes, you should go. And for those of you who are currently participating in, again, furthering your education, I think it's incredibly important that you keep going. For some of you, you're feeling like, oh, I'm wasting my life, or oh, this is taking so long, or I'm not doing as well as I want to, or perhaps it just feels miserable. And the reality is that's fair. That's totally and completely fair to feel miserable while you are receiving an education, or it's totally fair to feel like it's dragging out. However, you are making progress, and I do think it's important for those of you who are considering going, or those of you who are already in it, to keep going, to keep expanding what it is that you are learning, what it is that you are taking in information-wise. We do have a part of fortune increase in your 10th house, or with your 10th house here. So what makes me happy about this is the part of fortune is the place in your birth chart in which you are receiving the most luck. For the 10th house to be here, the 10th house is our career, the 10th house is the world stage. So you are receiving an increase of recognition professionally or within your work. You are receiving potentially more money within what you're doing professionally or with your work. Again, for those of you who are continuing your education or expanding your education, this also applies, right? You are perhaps increasing your ability to do better within what it is that you are studying. So this is all well and nice. For those of you where you're not necessarily expanding your education or continuing your education, when it comes to your professional life, I do think that communication and matters regarding communication are perhaps being, I don't want to use the word blessed, but like easier or more fluid, smoother, more favorable. Okay. With that being said, let's get some tarot cards. What does group 4 need to hear most right now? Okay. So the only one that I can see right now is the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is talking about our profession and what we are doing for work and experiencing more stability and a sense of responsibility, a sense of perhaps feeling like we can create more money or a better stream of income or a more stable stream of income. He's financial independence. He's responsibility. He's being really grounded and stable. Okay. So all of that applying to your 10th house or applying to your place of work or what you're pursuing professionally. We have generosity here with the 6 of Pentacles. I'm not sure if this is you being generous with somebody in your life or somebody in your life being generous with you, but regardless, this is generosity. Oh, we feel stuck. Okay. Interesting, right? The 8 of Swords and the blindfold being here. You guys are not stuck. Okay. It feels like you're stuck, but you are not stuck. And I think it's important that you hear that you are not stuck, that you have options, that you have the ability to change what you're doing if that's what you wish to do. I also think it's important for you guys to hear though that you are making progress. Now, if you're unhappy with what you're doing professionally or academically, I think it's very, very vital that you do whatever you need to do in order to change that or in order to fix your feelings towards that. Whether that is completely starting over, whether that is, again, continuing your education in a different field, you have to be the one to change that. But the message is very clear. You are not stuck. We have the 10 of Swords. Something may need to end for you guys in order to see the progress that you're wanting to see or in order to experience the life that you're wanting to lead. Now, I want confirmation on that 10 of Swords before I just leave it. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups options in front of us. Interesting. So essentially with the 7 of Cups, this is representing, like I just said, having a lot of options in front of you. The 10 of Swords is putting something to bed. In order to open new doors, you guys, you have to say goodbye to the current door that you are visiting or the current place that you are at. You cannot open new doors or you cannot visit multiple different options if you are still like dedicating all of your time, energy, and efforts towards the option or the place that you're currently at. I don't know if this is romantic. I don't know if this is professional. Again, this seems more like a professional / academic message of you're doing well, keep going. The progress you're making is small, but like there is progress. If you're wanting a change, you are capable of making that change, but you have to accept that you're not happy with where you're at in order to open up those new doors, in order to access a new path, right? Okay. So with that, let's get a bit more. Can I have a message? Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So birth is very uncomfortable. I wouldn't know, but like it appears to me at least to be very uncomfortable. But right, I believe that when you give birth to something, it is worth the pain, the suffering, the struggle, the labor that you are in to have your new creation, your baby, whatever it is worth it, right? It's worth all that energy that you have put into creating it. So if you guys are wanting to birth this new age, you have to be willing to go through that pain. You have to be willing to go through being uncomfortable or being unfamiliar with what it is you're trying to create in order to get to this place of having this new world into being. Can I have... Ooh, dance with life. Do something to change your energy. A lot of you, again, feel stuck and you're just not. Like you're just not. If you're feeling stuck, it's the choice that you are making to be stuck. And I'm not saying that to be harsh, you guys, but there's almost this feeling that I'm picking up on of like, oh, like I hate my job. I hate my job. But then it's like, babe, what are you doing? Like, what are you like? You have free will. Did you forget? Like you can do, and I get it, right? I'm not ever encouraging anybody to just leave their job and to not have any financial security backing them up. Do not do that. That is so stupid. Never do that. Okay. But what can you do right now to move in a direction that's going to be beneficial for you later on regarding the thing that you hate, regarding the job that you hate, regarding the topic that you are studying in school? What can you do right now to change that? Because there is something you can do. You have the ability to practice this free will, right? So do something to change your energy. I think that's incredibly important for a lot of you who pick this pile. take a break. Yeah, life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Sometimes it really does just take taking a step back, taking a breath in order to see, okay, like this, now that I've gotten some space away, I realize that this is making me miserable, right? I remember a few years ago, you guys, I was in an awful relationship, and every time I would be away from that person, I would be so happy and so energetic and full of life. And I realized like, oh, like I just can't be in this, like I just can't do this. So sometimes you do just have to create some space between you and the thing that's draining your energy in order to realize that it is draining your energy. Because when you're in it, right, everybody gets tired at work. Everybody is like, oh, I doubt that there is a single person who loves their job every day, all day, or loves going and continuing their education every day, all day, right? There's always going to be days where you don't want to get up, you don't want to do it, you just want to lay in bed, or you just want to go hang out with your friends or your partner or whatever. But like, it shouldn't be like that all the time. You shouldn't feel constantly like you hate what you're doing or you hate what you're putting your life's time into, right? So if you're feeling constantly drained or miserable or depressed, obviously seek out a doctor and like get professional help if it's like true depression or if you really feel like you're depressed or struggling. But sometimes you just need to create some space and to take a break, okay? Can we get some final messages for group imagination? I really want to encourage this group to become more curious. I think it's important for you to seek out new information, for you to become more curious or to expand your creative itch, okay? Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. A lot of you are holding yourselves back because perhaps you don't feel like you're going to be supported, or perhaps you don't feel like what you want or what you desire is realistic. And then we quite literally have support. Ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself. Like I said, a lot of you are putting yourselves in positions where you're drained constantly and you're confused on like, oh, am I just drained because I'm tired and I need a break? Or am I drained because what I'm participating in is making me miserable? Okay. Last card, we have celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. So I'm happy that we get to end this on a positive note of celebration and positive outcomes being assured. I do feel like there's some work you guys have to do, group number 4, in order to birth this new age, in order to have this positive outcome. But you're close to the right track to achieving this, okay? I don't want to say you're on the right track because some of you do need to adjust what you're doing, but you're close to being on the right track of headed towards this positive outcome. So that is what I have for you guys, group number 4. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that today's message was helpful. I'm sending you so much love, and that is all I've got. So bye.